Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, welcome. This magical Monday, we are continuing our exploration into astrology and how to use it to best manifest our best life. But before we jump into it, please go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so you will be notified each time I upload a new video. This week, we will be exploring the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius runs from January 21st to February 20th. It is the image of water. So it's usually represented of a woman holding a water container or a jug. Like in ancient times, it's like a little vessel to hold water. It is an air sign. And the ruling planet, it has two, Saturn and Uranus. Some characteristics of Aquarius are Aquarians can be very kind. They could be friendly. They could be stubborn. They could be known as humanitarians. They can be unconventional. If you run into an Aquarius, they have very unique ways of thinking. They think outside of the box. You might consider them a little orthodox, weird. They may have a rebellious streak. Unusual. They love their freedom. They can be eccentric, inventive, and like I said, unorthodox. They can be witty. They can be very sharp-minded. They can be original thinkers, creative. They could come off a little bit aloof. And they are innovative. Those are just some characteristics for the sign of Aquarius. And oddly enough, we are actually in the age of Aquarius. So you will be seeing during this time unorthodox things, a lot of changes. So disruption in government. So we are in the age of Aquarius, and you will see a lot of people becoming woke, being more spiritual. So you might see a lot of more people talking about crystals, Reiki, sage, meditation, and manifesting. So that's usually what happens within the age of Aquarius. So let's see how Aquarius plays with the planets. Aquarian moon, you can be very detached from your feelings and are wary of becoming too dependent on anyone. Again, you like your freedom. You like being independent. You tend to feel secure with intellect rather than emotions. Thinker, air sign, like to stay in our heads. We don't rely too much on our emotions. That's usually air signs. We think with the head, not so much with the heart. And friendship is very important to you. So having friends, having a social life, connecting with others is very important. Having that community, having that circle is very important when you have an Aquarian moon. And being detached from your feelings, again, we think Aquarians think more so with their head over their head rules their heart. So they don't lead with emotions first, they lead with the head first. And that is Aquarian moon. Aquarius in Mercury. Your mind is hyperactive and going constantly. Your mind is always turning on to the next thing, on to creating new things. Always thinking outside of the box. Always thinking of the next move, the next path, the next thing. Sometimes you can be well ahead of your time. You like to do things that are unusual just for the sake of it. So again, constantly thinking on to the next new thing, always looking for something new. Always looking for something new, always creating, thinking about creating something new. And it could be unusual. You could be putting, let's say it's a recipe. You could be putting like the weirdest stuff together, but for whatever reason, it works. Look, I'm not an Aquarius, but I like French fries. I like dipping my French fries in gravy. A lot of people think that's weird. So Aquarius and Mercury, you could be making creative recipes. And like I said, putting two things that you would never think would go together, but somehow they work. If your Aquarius shows up in Venus, although not highly emotional, you have a kind and loving nature. Personal freedom is important to you, and you cannot tolerate jealousy or emotional scenes. So you do not like the drama. If you have an Aquarius Venus, you do not like the drama. You believe in fairness and openness. So you don't like jealousy and you don't like the drama. You're not here for it. And again, you lead with your head, not with your heart. But you tend to be very kind and have a very loving nature. So you could be very good have very good parenting skills. And you want things to be fair. You love fairness. And you like for someone to be open and honest with you. You don't like secrets. And you don't like someone that's closed off. Aquarius and Mars. Proud of your independence. It's not easy to push you around. You can be quite obstinate and hate to be boxed in. Aquarius, they love their freedom. Aquarius and Mars, obviously you can't box them in. They don't like to be feel like they're trapped. They want to be free to create, be themselves. And it's hard to bully an Aquarian that has Aquarius Mars. It's hard to bully them. They're not pushovers, that's for sure. Aquarius and Jupiter. You tend to accept people at face value and aren't prejudiced against any group. You don't tend to seek out responsibility and can lack self-discipline. So these are your carefree people. If you have Aquarius and Jupiter, these are your carefree peoples. Maybe have a little bit of a hippie vibe. Responsibility is not their thing. They don't run to leadership. They more like team player-ish. You tend to how people present themselves is how you believe they really are. So if they present themselves as nice and cool and easygoing, that's how you believe that they are. And you do not, everyone is welcome. You're open to everyone. And what I mean by that is that you're open to all groups. You don't there's no prejudice. Everyone is the same to you. Black, white, yellow, red, doesn't matter. Nerd, geek, dweeb, doesn't matter. You pretty much treat everyone the same as if you want to be treated, which is always the golden rule. So you do not discriminate. If you have an Aquarius and Jupiter, you do not discriminate. Aquarius and Saturn, which is one of your ruling planets. With tremendous self-discipline and stamina, you don't waste your energy on needless tasks. When making plans, you are very practical and careful to be well prepared. So you're a good planner. You have self-discipline. So if you set out to do something, you plan to do something, you're going to do it. Long as you have the energy to do it. And when you have an Aquarius and Saturn, your ruling planet, you have enough energy. You have that stamina to go forth and complete tasks. Go forth and reach a goal. And you don't waste your energy on things that don't matter. If it doesn't help you reach your goal, you're not bothered with it. If it doesn't help you complete a project, you're not bothering with it. Aquarius and Neptune. You dream of independence and freedom. You are loyal to your friends and have a desire to help other people. When you have an Aquarius and Neptune, these are people that always are trying to help others. They look out for others. They enjoy their independence. They enjoy their freedom. And loyalty means a lot to them. So they're going to stay true to their friends, stay true to their family. Long as they're helping others, that fulfills them. And that's Aquarius and Neptune. Aquarius and Uranus, which is your other ruling planet for Aquarius. You are friendly and compassionate, but independent and emotionally disconnected. You may struggle with your choice of friends and find that they often take advantage of you. So when you have an Aquarius and Uranus, being friendly and compassionate can lead to people taking advantage of you. And that might be a problem in the long run. You're very independent. Again, Aquarius love to be independent, love to be free. They love to let their freak flag fly. Try saying that umpteen times fast. They love to let their freak flag fly. But emotions doesn't come into play too much for Aquarius, especially when you have Aquarius and Uranus. Emotions, Aquarians lead with the head, not with the heart. I'm going to keep saying that. So when you are out here, when you have a Aquarius showing up in Uranus, and you're out here making friends and things like that, keep in mind who you attract and how you are. I personally don't like being taken advantage of, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to be taken advantage of either. But if you see when we get to your to the reading the birth chart, natal chart, if you see that you have a Aquarius showing up in Uranus, that's going to be something that you want to definitely look into, is how your friendships and how your connections and how those people interact, how you interact with those type of people. So I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I know I am. And this is just going over the sign of Aquarius, giving you some characteristics, some background on Aquarius, and also discussing how Aquarius plays with each planet. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell notification to be notified each time I upload a new video. I thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.